What's up, Creed? Welcome to your Thursday demo video. Here's our warm-up. Stand right by 6 minutes, a little bit longer here. Got 8 shoulder taps, hard count, so that means left and right arm equal 1 rep together. Then we have 10 dumbbell bent over rows. We'll go 5 and 5 each arm there, or you can do 10 single arm or single dumbbell bent over rows, and we'll show both of those. 8 V-ups, and then 10 single dumbbell Russian swings. So, to start things off with, we have our shoulder taps. So we'll be in our push-up position here. And so she'll tap her one hand to the opposite shoulder, the other hand to the opposite shoulder. That's gonna be 1 rep. And then she does it again, nice and controlled, driving those feet in the ground. That's 2 reps. We have 8 reps. So left and right is 1, left and right again is 2. Make sure you keep those hips closed off. We're not rotating side to side or swaying in any direction when we're tapping those shoulders. Trying to think about anti-rotation here. Then we can pop on up. We'll grab our dumbbell here. We can do a single arm bent over row here. Go 5 and 5 reps. So we're driving the elbow back into our back pocket. Notice how she doesn't curl her bicep up. There's good separation between her forearm and her bicep. She's rolling into her back pocket here. Slight knee bend in the hamstrings, and her spine is nice and long. Good posture here. Or we can do 10 single arm, or single dumbbell bent over rows here, where she grabbed both sides of the dumbbell, and she's rolling right to her belly button here, getting both arms activated. She had a full 10 reps here. All right. After that, we're on the ground. We have 8 V-ups. So it'll be hands reached out overhead, body fully lengthened out here. And we're reaching for those shoelaces, trying to keep those toes nice and straight. And once we get all the way to the top, we create a little V with our torso and our legs here. Throwing those arms first and letting those feet meet us at the top. Then we have 10 single dumbbell Russian swings. So we'll grab the dumbbell like it is, nice and vertical, have our fingers around the head, and we're letting that dumbbell fall through. We'll let gravity do the work on the way down, and we're exploding through our hips. Think about shutting a drawer with your hips, all right? That drawer is your forearm, and your hips are exploding forward to shut that drawer as fast as you can, all right? And that dumbbell should fly straight up. It's not a shoulder workout. It's a hamstring, glute, and hip workout there. Make sure our core stays nice and strong. Gotta have good posture. If our backs get rounded out, then we get lower back pain with those kettlebell swings, and we do not want that. Thursday's workout, though. Part A is a strength portion. So, deadlift. We have 4 sets of 5 reps, all right? That's all that means. That's 1 set of 5 reps, 1 set of 5 reps, 1 set of 5 reps, 1 set of 5 reps. So 4 by 5, essentially, we just decided to change up the rep scheme the way it looked a little bit to really show and emphasize the fact that we want to go moderate to heavy and heavy. We're looking to get nice and heavy, challenging weight today on those last 2 sets. Not necessarily aiming for failure. If it comes, that's okay. We're still trying to keep a solid 5 reps that are challenging, like an 80-85% effort here with this 4x5. Then in between every set, we have 20 seconds on one side and 20 seconds on the other side of a 1-arm or 1-legged plank. All right, now these are pretty advanced planks. The 1-arm plank is very advanced. The 1-leg plank just causes you to have a little bit more stability and more body awareness. So if you're up for it, you think you have a pretty strong core, and you want to try the 1-arm plank for 20 seconds, and then you'll swap arms, do 20 seconds on the other arm, or you can do a 1-legged plank, which would be a little bit more of a modification for us there. All right, part B, every 2 minutes for 6 sets, so 12 minutes of work here. We have 10 dumbbell or kettlebell bent over rows, so that's gonna be a hard count. So doing a full 10 reps on one arm, full 10 reps on the other, or we can just do a single dumbbell bent over row and do 10 reps like we showed in the warm-up. We have 8 V-ups, as we showed in the warm-up as well. 6 dumbbell or kettlebell deadlifts, we're going heavy here, and then 6 dumbbell or kettlebell swings, all right? So you're trying to accomplish all 4 of those movements in 2 minutes and have a little bit of rest time, all right? So, part A, deadlift 1x5 here. So we have 5 solid reps. We're getting nice and heavy throughout these sets. Make sure we're driving those hips back, letting those shoulders fall forward. That chest wants to fall to the ground. We don't want to be in an upright position. That means if our chest is too upright, we're probably being leg dominant, which means we're turning this movement into a squat and not a hinge. All right, so think of your hips as a door hinge. Your chest is the door, your hips are the hinge. That door stays nice and long, the door never curves. It stays flat all the way, that's your spine. Shoulders are pinned back, we keep a lot of tension in our hamstrings. Those knees start to bend and bring those hips down once our hands reach our knee plane, all right? After our deadlifts, we'll go down to the ground for our planks. So we'll show our 1-legged plank first. So it'll be forearms on the ground, fists facing forward. Good flat back, that core is engaged. You can almost tell how our lower back's a little bit rounded, which is, we kind of want that. We don't want a pike position, but we want it to be a little rounded here because she's trying to contract that core, which means she's decreasing the space between her ribs and her hips. All right, you would go 20 seconds with one foot in the air, and you would switch legs 20 seconds with the opposite foot in the air. Now, one arm plank, we'll see if Mandy can get it done here. It's very challenging. You'll take one arm, place it behind your back, and have the other arm stay on the ground here, just like that. Exactly, and her hips aren't rotating. It's almost as if both arms are on the ground together, and she can switch arms here if she'd like to, and then you're switching 20 seconds on, and then you go to the opposite arm, 20 seconds on there, but notice how she's slightly tilted to one side, which is expected, but we don't want to rotate all the way over to where all that pressure's into one arm here. We're basically trying to work on anti-rotation, keeping both hips facing the floor as if we were in a normal plank with that one arm plank. So, part B, it's every 2 minutes for 6 sets. So you have 2 minutes to get done with 4 movements. All right, so it's 10, 8, 6, 6. Dumbbell or kettlebell bent over row here, like we showed in the warm-up. You can do 5 and 5 for each arm, just like that, pulling into our back pocket, or we can hold the dumbbell on either side, which I would suggest the single dumbbell movement, this one right here, for the Metcon, just because we are trying to go heavier. Then we have 8 V-ups, which we showed in the warm-up as well. Then we have 6 dumbbell or kettlebell deadlifts, heavy as well, just like our part A, as we showed, and then 6 dumbbell or kettlebell swings, as we showed in the warm-up as well here. So, basically, just repeating movements at the end, but we're looking for speed here. All right, so we're never trying to go to failure. You should be able to keep all of these workouts or these movements to 1 set, maybe 2 sets when we get a little tired, but you should not have to break it up into 3 or 4 sets. Reps are low, and you should have a little bit of rest time after that minute and a half mark. And when that 2 minutes resets, you're right back to the top, 10, 8, 6, 6, and then rest again, going through 6 total sets there. All right, guys, see you later.